Short and sweet. What I want to talk about today are driving conditions. Now in South Florida, we get an insane amount of rain in the summer, which is really terrible for riding, but if you're like me, the second those clouds go away, as soon as the skies are clear, they hit the road. So a day like today is overcast. It rained earlier, and now we've got, a nice cool day to ride, but we've got wet streets, and you got people driving maybe faster than they should on wet streets because people don't realize that it's not just the water that's causing a dangerous driving condition on a wet street. It's all the oil, it's all the exhaust that's built up. It's a petroleum residue that gets stuck to the asphalt, and especially after you've had rain just falling or water that's been sitting, you've got these slick spots on the road, and it can be just as dangerous as ice. So what you really want to make sure is you're not going too aggressive into any turns, avoiding any puddles, and in general just watching out on your takeoffs. What's up, dude? Little things like this, these little puddles, these little wet sections of road that look harmless. Obviously on a bike we're always trying to avoid the puddles, unless you're a dirt biker and you like splashing and mudding around. Most of us are trying to keep our bikes pretty clean, and we go around the puddles. Now, to some extent, the rubber compounds built into our motorcycle tires are meant to handle a bit of slickness, but only up to a certain extent. After that, it's very easy for your tire to lose traction on one of these wet, oily surfaces and go out from under you. Worst case, you end up high-siding, and it all happens so quickly because you're just making a normal speed turn and you get caught off guard. So anytime it's just rained, or even worse, anytime you're out on the road and it just starts raining, you need to be extra careful. You want to really try to minimize the time spent driving on freshly wet roads or sections of road that look like they've been wet for a while, that have not dried out after it's stopped raining. That's when you're going to have the worst kind of slick sections, going to be most detrimental to your driving experience. And it is a beautiful day. I'm really enjoying this weather. So something to notice, you see this fresh cut grass here? Fresh cut grass, it turns out, is as slippery as ice when it comes to hazards on the road to avoid. Now, I talked earlier about wet roads. There's one thing that's worse. Apparently, it is wet grass. Wet grass will kill you. So if you're driving down the road and you see a guy blowing grass clippings onto the road, give him a wide berth. Go out of your way to stay out of his way. Now, all you other people who are just like, well, I mow my lawn, I blow stuff in the street, doesn't hurt anybody. It does. You might kill a perfectly innocent motorcycle rider one day. So do us a favor, collect your yard clippings, dispose of them properly, or just aim them back into your own yard. On wet roads, you never know really what you're going to be encountering, so safer is to just be a little more reserved on a wet street. Now, some of these spots you can see is clearly dried out. You're okay to do a little more acceleration, but anywhere that still looks damp, under trees, parking lots are especially bad. Just be careful. Double check everywhere you are, and stay safe out there.